Right this way, Prime. This isn't a spoiler hazard, is it? Sup guys, in this video we're going to be taking a look at the new Transformers Studio Series 97 Deluxe Class Rise the Beast Airazor. And I gotta say, Hasbro did a good job on this, even though it was a straight up retool of the Kingdom one, like especially the head and the missiles and the transformation. So yeah, that kind of makes it difficult to think about how she's gonna look like in the film. Anyways, painting and sculpting on this figure, really good. I like how all the Maximals, except for Optimus Primal, have like a broad type of paint. And Airazor, even though it's a retool of the Kingdom Airazor, it's still pretty good. It gives off a good live action vibe, and quality makes this figure very stiff too. Oh yeah, the kibble is well managed on this toy. Oh, and as you can see, I believe this is a little visor for her head. And I'm aware that Airazor might die in the film, but hopefully that's not true. Anyways, here's her accessories. And they just so happen to plug in the same port just like Kingdom. And these missiles are very goofy. Instead of an anti-ballistic missile, we got a bit of a not so realistic missile. I mean, look at this. This looks more like what you see in the cartoon animated shows rather than live action. Also, the missile isn't pointy, 0 out of 10. I know that the mainline Airazor has these two little daggers, which is cool, I guess. They kind of look a little better than what we got with the Studio Series Airazor. Actually, what am I saying? Missiles equals big boom. Daggers, not so much. Anyways, let's just get down a size comparison. Frenzy, but I meant to say Freezer. RC, her wave mate Bumblebee, Kingdom Optimus Primal, apparently I have this guy, Cheetor, Battle Trap, Optimus Prime, and lastly Scourge. Anyways, let's get down to articulation. Ball joint at the head, every ball joint could be a swivel, and an up and a down. Out of all 4 of these little hinge joint, this one's free to move around, and if you want you could spread out the wings. Shoulders on a ball joint, which allows the shoulder to move a full 360, and also a bend at the shoulder and a bend at the elbow. Elbows swivel, and this wrist hinge joint is primarily used for transformation. So there is waist rotation, but in order to do so you gotta move the head out a bit, and there you go. Legs can spread, leg can move up that far, can move all the way back that far. Bend at the knee. And there's also a knee rotation, which could lead to a full 360. This hinge joint over here is also primarily used for transformation. And there's a ball joint at the foot, which allows for some tilts, some ups and downs, and a swivel. Now with that out of the way, let's get down to transformation. So first and foremost, you're just gonna go ahead and spread out the wings. You're gonna move the arms out because you're gonna need space to open this whole section up. You're gonna make sure that that is closed all the way in, and then you're gonna move this down a bit. You're gonna go ahead and close that in, and this tab over here will peg into that slot right there. Yeah, there we go. You might want to properly align the arms. Gonna rotate that. Gonna move the hand out like this, and it'll tab in. It'll tab in right there, and same steps apply to the other arm. Might want to move this out for a little bit. First of all, what you're going to do is you're going to rotate the foot, then you're going to rotate the whole lower knee, and then when you get the other side done as well, you're just going to go ahead and rotate this whole waist. Move the little leg up all the way to the point where you see something like that. Bend this whole entire knee, and then go ahead and push that up, and there you go. That's the one leg down, and that's another leg down. And for weapon storage, which I'm pretty sure you didn't have to remove the missiles, you could just store the missiles right where they were before in robot mode. And for the missiles, they stay on the arms really well, so you didn't really have to take them apart to do the transformation. So yeah, here's Airazor, and this is a really cool bird. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think the bird that Airazor was generally supposed to transform into was a bald eagle. You know, the interesting thing about bald eagles is that I've seen some videos on how humongous they are. Oh, and Airazor does have a lot of articulation. which including 4 hinge joints over here and a mushroom peg over here. Thus, altogether, that would be like 5 joints just for the wings. Head can move up and down, and there is a swivel. And another cool feature that they added on to the beast mode is that you can open up the beak. How cool is that? Oh yeah, this little butt flap can move up and down as well. This can also move. Not this, because remember, it's tabbed on to that little rail over there. And there's a hinge joint over here, and there's a ball joint over here at the foot, but we already covered that. So yeah, that's pretty much it for articulation. Another thing you can do is you can go ahead and close this in. So yeah, that looks cool. The only thing that's probably missing on the Studio Series Airazor would be that flame effect. I mean, come on Hasbro, if you were going to retool Airazor for Rise the Beast Airazor, could you at least put a flame effect for the accessories? No? Oh, okay. This is still pretty cool. Oh yeah, and here she is next to Cheetor, and here she is next to Kingdom Optimus Primal. I really need to get the live action Primal and Rhinox. Which version should I get? The main line or the Studio Series? Forget it, I'll get both. Anyways, I think that's pretty much it for this review. Overall, it's a pretty good figure, and if you could find it out in the wild, I'd say get it. Anyways, if you like what you saw, be sure to slam that like button. Share this with your friends, turn on post notifications so that way you don't miss another video, and most importantly, don't forget to hit that big red button. See ya!